Hello, and hello, Keith.
Hi, how you going?
Very well, thank you. Keith, the winter veggie seeds that we planted in our last video are rapidly growing into seedlings, which is very exciting. Do you think that now is the time to be preparing our garden beds for planting?
Absolutely. Vegetable gardens are such heavy feeders with tomatoes and all the other things that we've had during the summer crops. So we really need to put back into the soil the stuff that's been depleted.
Okay. How do we do that, and what products do we use?
Well, the products we use are all organic, so we want lots of compost and lots of manures that we put back into those beds just to build up that organic component.
All right, so please show us, where do we start?
The thing that we need to determine first is what the soil pH is in this vegetable garden, because that's going to determine how well the plants are going to perform. So I've actually used this test kit and I've done a test on your soil, and the pH of your garden bed soil there is 7.5, which is just about perfect. If it was too high, that is up in the alkaline range, we would use flowers of sulphur to bring it down, or if it was too low, we need to adjust it up and we'd use something like dolomite lime, which contains magnesium as well as calcium, which is just brilliant for the plant. The next thing we're going to be doing is incorporating lots of organic matter into this garden bed. We're going to be using a blend of cow manure here and this beautiful organic compost by Peninsula Organics, and this will just add structure and life to that soil. And then we're going to finish the whole thing off with Who Flung Dung by Nutrog. I love
that name, by Nutrog. And what does Who Flung Dung do?
Who Flung Dung is the final thing we're putting over the top of all these manures. It'll protect the soil.
It's a mulch?
It's a mulch. It's full of microbes and all sorts.
Brilliant.
And this won't rob the soil of nitrogen, as most mulches tend to do. So we're just going to put this over all of the garden beds. As you can see, we're not real too concerned at this stage how it all pans out, because we're going to be incorporating this into the soil. Now we do a Father Christmas and we go ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
Done. Next step is we need to inoculate the soil.
Which means?
We'll be adding a microbe addition with something like go-go juice.
Which I have.
Fantastic. Water that in. 1 cupful into the water, and then we'll just give that a little bit of a slosh around. This is full of beneficial microbes.
So 1 can will be enough, or do we need to do?
No, one will be enough. There's literally more microbes in there than we'd ever count. And if anyone's ever got a compost bin, this is a great thing to put over the top of the compost every now and again, because it'll just put in billions of microbes that will help break all that organic matter down. I think it's going to love this.
Yeah.
There's up to 100 trace elements and minerals in this that our soils have never seen since the day it was created. Because we're the oldest, rubbishy, crappiest soils in the world.
Keith, why have we got the crappiest soil in the world?
Well, we were all part of what was called Gondwana land, which was one of the first parts of the earth that was created. And then we broke away, and we haven't had uplifting volcanic activity that brings new mineral life to the surface. So all our trees have been depleting the soil over thousands and thousands and thousands of years, taking all the goodness out, like these minerals. So when we put them back into the soil, we're adding just 100 trace elements of minerals back into this depleted soil.
Oh, we are going to have the very best vegetables I think we've ever seen.
It looks fantastic, and it smells even better. And now we add our beautiful Monash rock dust. And this is just literally spread over the whole lot like this, over the surface.
How magnificent. How absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much.
Done.
Keith, I would give you a hug, but I can't do that at the moment, as we know. Thank you so much for that. I can't wait to see our vegetables really thrive. Now, what do we do next? Is there another step? Do we wait a couple of weeks?
Well, we're going to be waiting a couple of weeks before the seedlings are ready to go in anyway, which is going to be beneficial. But the thing about what we've done today is we haven't added any inorganic components. So everything we put in there is organic. So it's all going to break down more or less straight away and be available to the plants. Unlike synthetic fertilisers or something else like
I'm
that.
very, very happy to use organic, that's for sure.
Or even blood and bone. Blood and bone takes 3 weeks before it's available to the plant as well. So what we put in there is going to be instantaneous to feeding those beautiful seedlings that we've managed to get going.
Another fantastic couple of tips from Keith. Thank you so much, Keith, and we look forward to seeing you next time when we plant our seedlings. Bye.